Question 7. Solve the equation 4 to the x plus 2 to the power of x plus 2 equals 3. So this is a quadratic in disguise. Sometimes these are hard to spot, but it's actually a quadratic. So the way I'm going to show you that is 4 to the x is the same as 2 squared to the x, because 2 squared is just 4. Plus, now if I have powers that have been added, I know that I can break that up into 2 to the, so I'll write that as 2 to the x times 2 to the 2, because I could bring this together if I wanted to as 2 to the x plus 2. And then minus 3 equals 0. If I have a power to a power, I know I can multiply the powers, but I can also write this as 2 to the x all squared as well. It doesn't really matter which power I make it. So I'm going to make this 2 to the x squared, which is the same, of course, plus I'm going to write 2 to the power of 2 as 4 times 2 to the x minus 3 equals 0. Okay, I'm hoping that we can spot that there's a quadratic here. If we sometimes for these quadratics in disguise, I like to make it a bit simpler. Let 2 to the x equal a, just some random letter. So this is just a squared plus 4a minus 3 equals 0. Now a is just a tool letter. I'm going to replace it back in a minute. But this is a quadratic. We can solve this by using the quadratic formula. So a will be negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 3, so plus 4 times 1 times 3 all over 2. And this can be simplified as minus 4 plus or minus 16 plus 12 is 28 over 2. Now I'm going to do a simplification step here. Root 28 is the same as 7 times 4, so if I take the 4 out, it'll be 2 root 7. So a will equal minus 4 plus or minus 2 root 7 on 2, which is, if I factor out the 2, top and bottom, minus 2 plus or minus root 7. Okay, that's what a is, but a, remember, is 2 to the x. So 2 to the x, so therefore 2 to the x equals negative 2 plus or minus root 7. Now how do I solve for x? That's the question. I can turn this into a logarithm. If the power is ever the unknown, we can turn this into a log. This will be log base 2 of this, negative 2 plus or minus root 7 equals the power x. Okay, we have to be smart here. This can't be negative 2 minus root 7, because we'll have a negative number inside of our log. So let's put a little note in here. Negative 2 plus or minus root 7. This needs to be greater than 0. Very important. So the only one that I can use is the positive root 7, because positive root 7 is greater than 2. It's about 2 point something. So this will give us a positive answer. So log 2 of negative 2 plus root 7 equals x. Now the mark scheme, I'm pretty sure will pay this correct. Now, if you want to, you can use the change of base law to, I think the mark scheme goes one step further. It's not compulsory, but you can make this ln, this top line, negative 2 plus root 7 over ln 2. This isn't a compulsory step, but the answer we're looking for is either this one or this one. Okay, that's the answer to question 7.